exciting matchup on tap. It's the Raiders coming in at 2-2, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 3-1. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966.
What's the tag to the league? Oh, I got it.
Today we're set for a good AFC matchup
between
the San Diego Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror.
Alrighty.
Off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. The return man now is Danny Woodhead. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down, Rivers.
There we go, Cleo Mack with the sack.
Back in his own 7. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Now a second down throw for Rivers.
Oh, we should have had a pick 6.
Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes.
Okay, what's the rules about 4th downs? You can't go for it unless it's in the... what about 2 minutes left in the first half? What is he doing?
Here's Jones. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlighted wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I gotta get this play off right away.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. Bulldozes.
Oh, nice run.
One tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The free safety Dwight Lowry in on the tackle. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Now they'll throw with Carr.
Just wait. Touchdown. Woo! Punted it, and I just returned it. It was a bad punt.
Andre Holmes, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position...
Oh, I just barely got the PAT.
Short fields usually make for
well, because he's not covering that, so...
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, I know. I hate that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Chargers offense.
Hey, Roblo, welcome.
See what they can do here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What to here.
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the
What I like about my team is the defense is fantastic.
Exactly. Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional,
Yeah, but I'm
passionate
doing what I know.
to rush the quarterback.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Give me a second. It's Denver.
On second down, they'll run with
What?
and he'll take
He
it
missed
at the
him.
28-yard line. It's a
Okay.
5-yard
Yeah,
gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Yeah, I like the Denver one.
Year was a far cry from his last season at Wisconsin, wasn't it?
Boy, it was. Yeah, we got the numbers right here. 3.5 yards per carry, 641 yards, no touchdown.
Well, I think his team is really looking to do things to help him break out and get back.
Oh, good play.
In 2016.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy
Lots
there.
of different
Just
plays.
use
What do you mean,
force
Rob
and
Lowe?
move forward
Like
and pick up
I'm
the first
mixing
down.
it up. I like.
Now Gordon on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense.
Oh,
All the gaps
perfect.
were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great
Thank you.
tackle.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call,
What should I run here?
Pass or about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Yep, that's what I'm trying to get to.
And this is going to be incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. Now
He's going for it on 4th and 4 with 2:52 left
They could have run it or passed it. Either one
in the
was
first.
available.
First.
Chose to try and get it
I
through
don't
the
think that's
air,
allowed
and
either.
they run successful.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This
All
is
right,
a
on
bit
the screen.
tougher. 4th and 4. Rivers to throw it.
Yeah.
And it is incomplete.
All right. Doesn't matter. I stopped him anyways.
Call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you...
And he will not
Good
get
play.
away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Yeah, I do.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Oh yeah,
That
this
led
is
to the
just
sack.
he has a bad team, right? Yeah, you have. You won 24, 27-24.
On second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to get this one out to his full.
Oh, that
And
sucked.
maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's
Shoot.
it. It'll wind up being
So
stopped for
I
no
cannot go
gain,
for it on
and it'll lead to
4th,
a
so I'll have to
fourth
try to kick a
down.
field goal here.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up on the
Shoot.
playbook too often.
Yeah, most
Saw him
offensive
where he
coordinators don't
was.
have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the football,
Watch this. Watch this kick, bro.
for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the
No,
post.
I don't know if it hit the post, did it?
San Diego getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
Oh, I missed him. Oh, I missed him. Oh, it was so close.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip, tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Cleo Mack with the 2nd sack of the day.
Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead.
Yes, yes.
And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Making their way toward the huddle.
Boom.
They're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Caught left side to Crabtree. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Oops,
and a pretty simple
shouldn't have done that.
there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
There we go. Good start. Great start.
Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run.
Oh, gee. Dang it. God, so thankful for wind. Kicking field goals is so hard in this game.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
Knew he was going to run the ball there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd down, Rivers.
Oh, how did he not get that?
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a 1st down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw
My
the quick
defense
game
is so
underneath,
good.
and they took advantage of it.
So good.
Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On second down, Rivers again. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down.
I was thinking about it.
Give him 11 on the gain there.
You mean like the BCA?
Good for San Diego, first down.
Partner, I was fortunate enough to see Melvin Gordon throughout his college career. And what I liked the most about him, he always added something to his game. He went from being what I called a gimmick runner, a lot of jet sweeps and things of that nature, to being a full-time, three-down back who can make big plays at any time.
Big plays indeed from Kenosha, Wisconsin. High school teammate of
Say it.
Trey Waynes.
How about that? Pretty good right there.
Yeah,
man.
good
Two of those
combo.
guys end up in the NFL. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And Jones has it over.
Nice play. Very nice play.
Carries this one all the way down.
Are you allowed to hurry up? Do a hurry up
Nice
offense?
little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a post.
Oh, come on. 3 guys. There's not one of you gets the pick.
A football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Nice touchdown by him. That's the only adjustment I didn't make, and he made me pay. Shoot.
His 5th
Good touchdown by him.
of the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And there you go. Nothing really too
And he missed the
complex.
extra point, so
Let him run it in.
yep,
They
it's
did.
fine. Thank you, Rob Lowe.
Football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Yeah, it's fits.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come out here in the I. Throwing on first down is Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. A nice gain at 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Carr to throw on second down. Oh, he's got him.
Oh my gosh.
Complete. And picked up
Wow.
by the Chargers. And they will set up shop
Wow.
in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
6 yards to go here on second down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push his
I don't
way
like
forward
that.
here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can...
Nice touchdown by him. Excellent play.
Touchdown,
Excellent play.
Chargers.
Shoot, now we're in a game. We're in a game.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
It's all good.
And he puts
The only
it
reason
through.
it's close is because I had the fumble. I did the right read
And Lambeau
in the
now
play,
after the touchdown.
and then
He'll
it's
kick
all
this
good.
one away. And no return on this one.
126.
It's a fair
Just
catch,
play
a
smart.
single for and take it. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he
Oh, I threw a pick. Of course, I threw a pick. Wow.
Guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And
So
now San
dumb.
Diego getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot. And
Got him.
No escaping this time as he'll
Silver's.
go down. They got him
You
for
sell
a sack.
silvers now. Let's sell.
Edwards in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Rivers now on 2nd down. He gets this one to Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead.
Oh, come on.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
God, he does do that.
So now on 4th down, on comes Josh Lambo and the field goal unit for the Chargers.
He missed it. He missed it.
It's no good. And this
Oh, that's so
right
awesome.
where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to catch that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Carr. Holmes has got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to concentrate. This is going to work. I did this play before. It
You
worked.
see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep for Crabtree. And that is incomplete. So we
Well, that sucked.
here in a 4-point game as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Oh, look, he just kicked it out of bounds. Yes.
And out of bounds there.
Having a real tough time with throwing the ball or kicking the ball today. Oh my, I got lucky on a couple, so
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple.
it's because he's in the set, that's why.
That's a good play by the guys on the defense.
Good morning, Impaler.
Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just
Well, the game's going good, man.
A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Room here to run. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
Having a hard time with this play. Here, get this off, get this off.
They'll get the football here. And he'll fall forward.
Okay, I tried
to the
to get that
29-yard
going.
line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Khalil Mack getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Rocket.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third and long for Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rivers to throw it. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Roberts the man in motion. Carr now to throw. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, sorry, my mic was off. I didn't realize that. I just checked the screen. Yeah, he went for it on fourth down.
Find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs.
Yeah.
On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he rifles
I
one incomplete.
had it right in my
Trying to get
hands
it to
too.
Seth Roberts. And now it's third down. Seven yards remaining here on third down.
All right.
Throwing his Carr on third down.
Oops, I did.
And he's going
I
to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a 3-yard gain.
Okay, dude. So I'm on 4th and 4 with 2:25 left. I have to kick it, right?
More of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a small event.
I just missed it again. Got lucky. Wow.
So they were able to move the
Wow.
into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I'm looking for someone who will make a difference. Who's better than the one I got right now?
They head back onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in.
Get my 5th sack. That's what we're trying to do with Khalil Mack.
I think we've seen it in other sports. Maybe into the
How did I not get it?
Stevie Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play
Oh,
for him,
good play on his part.
that was his primary target.
Wow. Hey, Ebert, welcome to the stream, buddy. Who's hurt? Oh, I heard Daddy Woodhead. Yeah, he's in. Yeah.
First down, Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And able to get this one across
Close
the
game.
45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL.
Oh, thought he was going to fumble that.
He'll get it into enemy territory.
Good
just
play.
across midfield
Great
at the
play by
49.
him.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And an alley to run.
Good play. I thought he was gonna pass it, so that's why I didn't. I think it just said that he tore his shoulder. He's out for the game.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Been a good game. I'm enjoying this game. I know I'm winning by 7, so of course I should be liking this, right? He's playing well.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, did he? That was a dot. What a dot he threw. Good job by him. Wow, good. That was incredible, actually.
Get much more balance than this. Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, Rivers.
No, he didn't.
And able to get this down
Yeah,
inside
that was beautiful on his part.
So many times you hear today.
Okay, I'm a little concerned about what I'm going to be running here.
Into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Rivers, right side catch.
Oh, what defense! Good job,
Inside the
boys.
10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Okay, now he's going to run it. So,
Was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon.
knew that was coming. I couldn't get it there.
He's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Wow.
Third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down.
Oh, come on. Pick that.
Complete.
You need to do
Johnson,
that,
the
boys.
intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Second and goal from the 7. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this.
That sucks.
As they stop him right around the 1. An nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here.
Not really too worried.
All cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here?
Got him. Yes! Alden Smith with the sack. 4th and goal. Now, does he have to go for it here? Because 5 minutes left, he's down by 7 on 4th down. Okay, so that's good to know.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time, Rivers on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Stevie Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Wow. Good game with this guy. Yeah.
All right, now a big 2-point
Oh, he's going for it on 2 for 2.
Rivers is going to throw for it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position.
Okay, now.
And now Oakland
hey, what's that?
take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead.
That play that.
Play this conservative.
What play?
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because
Not it.
you're exactly right. Trying to sit
Give me
on
a
the
second.
lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
Denver.
Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it?
No.
Touchdowns.
Time to ground it out now with Murray.
Oh, that was such a bad block on his end. Hey, what's that HB play that you use? What formation? Yeah.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense.
Yeah, it does.
Know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now
I think
we're
it
gonna
does.
see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle.
Who's hurt? Who's hurt? Oh, one of his guys is hurt again.
Time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Carr. Wolford's got it. Complete.
Okay, so I'm up by 1. Do I have to kick it on a 4th and 4 with 4 minutes left?
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down.
The thing that I was trying to do wasn't open.
And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards.
Thanks, Rob Lowe.
A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now San Diego getting set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the
Okay, I gotta stop doing this. This is, I'm playing bad now. He's figured some things out here. Let's this.
Scoreboard watching if you're the offense.
I'm right now.
Focused on this drive.
I'm gonna get a pick here.
The truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Here's Rivers.
Yes! Oh, come on! That was in my hands. That was a user pick. I knew exactly who was going there.
So
Wow,
this
just
offense really
nailed
needs
my
to
own
make
leg.
something happen here late in the fourth with the football. On second down, Rivers again. And he's got his favorite target yet
Man,
again.
this
It's
sucks.
complete. A really nice
Good
pickup
play
of
by him,
14
though.
yards, and it moves the sticks. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Rivers now throws left side, completes.
Good play by him.
15 yards through the
Shoot.
air and a first down. Time for a break. We're back.
Yeah, I need to
see
get out of
what
this
happens
defense.
after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Stink.
13 yards.
Thought I
there
played
on
a
the pickup.
defense that was
Good
gonna
enough for a San
be able to
Diego
stop that,
first
but I
down.
guess not. Good play by him. Good play calls. Excellent.
And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll look to throw. Can't find anyone.
Get it. Woo! Dude, dude,
It's
dude.
intercepted. A great read and it's picked off.
Oh, yes, yes,
It's
yes.
very hard to find our play of the game. That was an
Oh.
absolutely monstrous
Oh,
big play right
oh.
there. Backs to the wall.
Yes,
The offense
Alden
is in the red
Smith.
zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, "Not on my watch." And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Oh, man. That is play of the game.
Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use.
Okay,
here in
did
the final
Kevin win?
stages. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get it inside.
Oh,
the
that
40 to
sucks.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking for a crease, can't find
Okay, so
one.
what's
Stopped
the
at
what's
line
time?
of
2nd and
scrimmage.
11.
That's going to go as a loss
Smart.
of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL
I know.
does not
I
take
can't
into
chew the
account
clock,
as
right?
much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback
Wow.
handed it to the runner.
All right, first victory. Whew.
Loss of yardage.
And you know what's awesome? We're 3 and 2.
Here's a big one now.
You know what's cool is in this game, I actually dropped Alden Smith into that as a defensive pre-snap read. So I'm thinking if he tries to go underneath there.
Talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That was close. Lag. He had lag? Playing him this time, and he'll say this about me, but playing him this time,
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL
I know
on EA
what he's gonna
Sports.
do.
For more, check us out at
He threw the ball
EASports.com.
225 times, or had 225 passing yards.
As we say so long.
He played really well though. There's no doubt about it.